What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2007 movie, Meet the Robinsons. So in this movie, brilliant preteen inventor Lewis creates a memory scanner to retrieve his earliest recollections and find out why his mother gave him up for adoption. But when the villainous bowler hat guy steals the machine, Lewis is ready to give up on his quest until the mysterious Wilbur Robinson shows up on the scene, whisking Lewis to the future to find the scanner and his mom. So this is a really fun movie. I've always really liked this one quite a bit. When it first came out, it was one that I just thought looked pretty generic. I didn't think it really looked like it was going to be one of the best Disney movies, and I will say it's not one of the very best, but it's still a really enjoyable movie. It has some really likable characters. Lewis is a really likable lead character. You can't help but love him, and Wilbur is a pretty likable character too. And everything, they both have a lot of charm to them, and all of the other side characters in here, Wilbur's family that we meet when Lewis goes to the future is really nice and stuff, and they're really lovable characters, and you can understand why Lewis wants to stay in the future with them and stuff, because they kind of become like a family that he never had. And I'll say that I love the bowler hat guy. He's a really good villain. He's one of the more underrated Disney villains and everything. He kind of has a really good backstory and everything, and there's a lot of twists and turns that come in this movie, especially during the third act and everything, that I didn't see coming. When I saw this movie for the first time, it totally blew my mind on who the bowler hat guy was. It totally took me by surprise, mainly because the character that he is and stuff and everything does not look like the character that you would expect and everything. So I thought that was really cool. And everything, but I love the side characters. I love the T-Rex. I can never remember his name, but the T-Rex is chasing him and everything, and he gets him put in the corner, and he can't reach him because he has tiny arms and a big head and stuff. I always love that scene. I just thought that part was really funny and stuff. But I love the side characters. The music in here is pretty good too. Danny Elfman does the score for it, and as usual, his score is really good. Fits the tone of the movie really well, and it has a pretty good soundtrack too. The main standout song on here that I remember from this movie is Kids of the Future by the Jonas Brothers, which is my favorite band of all time. So I've always loved the Kids of the Future song. It's not one of my most favorite Jonas Brothers songs, but I do love it, and every time I watch the DVD of it, I have to watch the music video and everything. I will say, as far as negatives go, I feel like the animation isn't the best. I don't think it's like on the same level as bad as Chicken Little was a couple years prior, but this was Disney Animation's second computer animated movie, so they still hadn't fully got their gist of what they were going to do with computer animation and stuff, and it does look dated and stuff, even though it's only been out 16 years. And everything, so I will say that the animation is dated, and there's other movies that came out that year that have animation that hold up way better, like Ratatouille and heck, even the Simpsons movie. I feel like both of those have better animation than this one, but this one, it's not terrible, it just isn't super great. And I do feel like the ending was just kind of rushed a little bit, we get the bowler hat guy's reveal of who he is and stuff, and he reveals his plan, and he does what he's trying to do and everything, and it just takes a totally different turn in the third act and everything. But there are still some pretty cool twists and turns in here with Wilbur and his family and stuff, and Lewis's connection to them and everything, which is pretty cool. So I think that it evens it out, and it has a pretty satisfying ending and everything. So I mean, while the ending is a little bit rushed, it's still a pretty good ending to the movie and everything. So all in all, I think Meet the Robinsons is a really fun movie. It has a lot of heart, lovable characters, and good music and everything. And it's not exactly what you expect from Disney Animation Studios. It's not one of their very best movies. It's definitely one that you could tell came out during their experimental era and everything, but it's still a fun time, and it has a good enough story, and it's one of the few Disney Animation Studios movies that I would say is a little bit underrated, because most of the ones that people say are underrated, I don't really feel are, because they have such a big cult following and stuff. But this movie never gets talked about. I never hear people give this movie credit, and I've always felt like this movie was way better than they said and everything, and it came out at a bad time too. There was so many other good movies out in 2007, so this movie was overlooked by a lot of people, but I think it's a fun time. So all in all, I'd give Meet the Robinsons a 7.5 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable movie and everything, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm glad to finally be back. I was planning on having this video out yesterday because I liked having Disney Nights on Sunday, but it just didn't work out as planned, so I'm doing it today. I'm hoping, if everything goes as planned, my next one, which is Bolt, will be on next Sunday, and everything, if everything goes as planned. But anyway, I'm back, guys, and I'm happy to be back. I'm glad to be doing movie reviews and stuff again, and can't wait to finish out this Disney series. So, anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Meet the Robinsons, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.